What's up, you guys? I am Molly Bravo, and I am here to share with you about our online course and community, Nourishing Traditions. So I want you to just stop for a moment, and I want you to think about the feeling that you have had so many times before. It's that feeling like you know you're here for a reason, you know you're here to do big things, you know that you have a mission to fulfill. You might not be able to remember what it is, you might not know how to accomplish it, but you know you're here for big things. How are you going to step into that purpose and that mission in 2025? That's the journey that I want to take you on with this online course. It is a transformation and a process that we are going to go through together that will allow us to remember what we are here to do. We are going to pull from all of the knowledge from the past. We are going to connect with our elders. We're going to remember all of those traditions that we grew up with, and we are going to create new traditions with our families to take into the future. What it starts with is us. We need to be the change that we want to see in the world. And how can we expect to feel better if we're eating like shit? So that is what this course and this community are all about. We all have that feeling inside like, dude, something is not right. This convenience culture is not what I want. I feel like things are going so fast. I just want to be able to slow down and take a breath. That's what this course is about. It's about slowing down. It's about finding a simpler, softer, easier way. It's about finding ways to unplug from the system. It's not about bucking the system. It's just about finding a groove that works best for you and works best for your family. Here's what I mean by that. I have been working tirelessly for 20 years, okay? I have been self-employed for 20 years. And the thing that fuels my fire is I know exactly what I want. I want to be able to homeschool my son. I want to be able to live off the land. I want to be able to have a garden that feeds my family and feeds my catering company and can support my community. I want to be able to work less. I would love to make more, and I would love to have more time. That's really what it comes down to. I want a high quality of life. So this transformational process that I've been on, it is not fast by any means, and I'm not even where I want to go. But I keep my eye on the prize because I am clear about the direction that I'm headed. I suffered with addiction for many, many years. And it wasn't until I decided that I was going to do something different that my life changed. Everything started to fall into place. I started to eat better. I started to care about my body. I started to love myself. I started to forgive myself. And I realized I don't want to hurt the only vessel that I have to navigate around this incredible world. I want to be able to be here for my son. I want to be here for my family and the people that I love. And I definitely want to be here to see the change that's taking shape in the world right now. I want to be a part of that change. And I can't be a part of the change if I am not part of the solution. Nourishing Traditions is finding a solution to the problems that have held us down and kept us separate and kept us sick for all of these years. So I want to go over a little bit about what this healthier version of you might look like. As I talked about, it is definitely a course in learning the basics and fundamentals of traditional cooking, but it's also pulling all of the wisdom from our past so that we can get rooted in where we come from and where we want to go as a whole, as a collective. What are we all trying to work towards? I think we're all trying to work towards the same things. We want to provide a better life for our kids. We want clean air. We want clean water. We want healthy, real food. That's what it's all about. So how do we make that happen? Here are a couple of the things that you're going to gain when you sign up for this online course and community. You are going to learn the foundations of what traditional diets are all about. And when I say the word diet, it's not like some fad diet. It is the things that have worked for people for hundreds of years. I'm talking about eating raw dairy, going back to eating 100% grass-fed beef and meat. Where do we get that? How do we know what grass-fed means? What is regenerative? How do we replenish the soil? We're going to go back to learning about fermented foods and healthy fats. We are going to eliminate seed oils from our diet, and we're going to replace it with things like real butter that we make from scratch, oils like olive oil, coconut oil, and beef tallow, even bacon grease, lard. Those things are so good for us in the cooking process in moderation because we know where it comes from. We're sourcing it directly, or we make it ourselves. That's where it's at. We're going to learn practical skills and recipes. I have created hundreds of recipes for you. These are recipes that we use at Wilder Space that have been passed down through my family lineage that I would love to share with you. And also, we have over 48 different video tutorials on making these recipes. I have video tutorials for you to walk you through the process of learning how to ferment, learning how to make sourdough bread, learning how to make your own beef tallow, learning how to make your own bone broth. And not only learning how to make those things, but how to bring them into your everyday practice. We are going to transform your kitchen. We're going to get rid of so many appliances and things that are just sitting on the counter that you no longer need. And we are going to replace them with basic cooking tools like knives, cutting boards, towels, really good salt, really good olive oil, maybe a food processor, some equipment that we can use for fermenting our vegetables. And at the end of the day, what this is going to do is it's going to build our confidence. It is going to reignite the joy that we have lost when it comes to cooking. Think about tradition and think about when you were growing up, how your family or your parents would spend hours in the kitchen cooking for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for all of these really special holidays. And think about where we're at now as a culture. We're losing it. We're losing our roots. We're losing our tradition. We're going to get that back. So every week we are going to go through a different module. I'm going to take you through a different step of the awakening process, of the traditional foods techniques that we're going to be learning. You're going to learn very small skills that you can start implementing right away, bringing into your daily practice, so that by the end of this 8-week journey, you're going to have a whole new skill set. In fact, your gut microbiome is probably going to feel so much better that you are going to want to continue what you're doing because you feel so good and so energized and so clear. And when you can get clear and feel better, the whole world opens up to you. So I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for being a part of this process and this journey and listening to me as I have been building out this course and community. I haven't been sure of the direction that it's going to take. All I know is that I am on a mission to spread the word about real food. This is the real food movement. I want to get back to the basics of learning how to can and preserve our food, grow as much food as we can from scratch in our own backyards. And what we can't grow, we're going to support local farmers along the way. I'm going to introduce you to those people. You're going to put those people on speed dial. You're going to become friends with them. And then you are going to help spread the word about the real food movement. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to connecting with you. And I am so eager to see what 2025 and beyond has to offer for all of us. I'll see you next time.